Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Carr now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Danielle Hunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Zettel popping in for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
56. Mike, 56, right there. Go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
He's not going to get me. Rush in.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, baby.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Yellow. Hey, Foxtrot.
SOS. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. From the 24, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
56.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's Carr to throw. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great to the half.
From the 31, Cousins. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
59 mark, check, 59. Let's pick it.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Carr. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Carlson able to put this one through. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
First down. Here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, 382, let's 50. He's coming. Double up, double up. Where's the hot?
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down. Now Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now Cook. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They run it again with Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins to throw it. And he finds Cook. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, high 7. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now Cousins. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Brings up third down.
The Vikings on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away, but a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Right there, 56. Yeah. Hey, Ken! Watch the ship. Watch protein spill. Watch the ship.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go again.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hatchet. Wide. Check. Hot.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was.
Switch 9